for only $4.29 plus shipping, a savings of nearly $200. It's perfect for off-the-grid living. Call 888-395-1164 today. That's 888-395-1164 and ask about weekly specials or check the specials online each week at KEROstove.com. Again, call 888-395-1164 or go to KEROstove.com. Kero Stove, for family emergency solutions.
Times are tough, and you got to stretch that dollar. A special invitation for listeners to save. Sign up at dubleyshoppers.com today and start paying the absolute guaranteed lowest internet retail prices for the coolest stuff. New premium brand name TVs, laptops, watches, camcorders, Blu-ray players, and more. All with factory warranties, just like you get from a retail chain, except for the absolute guaranteed lowest internet retail prices. They start low and go lower with our reverse auctions. You save even more with your first $8 auction purchase. Doobly will give you an instant $25 dining certificate good at thousands of nationwide restaurants, plus a $500 vacation discount voucher, usable at hundreds of resorts around the U.S. and world. Sign up today at dubleyshoppers.com. Pay the absolute guaranteed lowest internet retail prices, and listeners receive special rewards. It's worth a peek to keep money in your pocket and the coolest stuff in your home and garage. Sign up today at dubleyshoppers.com. That's DUBLI shoppers.com. You'll be glad you did.
David Paul Hammer on death row. He's been interviewed by the L.A. Times, you name it. It's on record that he talked to McVeigh a lot. And we were talking during the break about the ways they can persecute him. I was talking about all these clampdowns on prisons where people don't have any rights, which is really dangerous. And he said, oh, yeah, there's people in this prison that no one ever sees. And he talked about what they may do. They may come in his cell when they find out. They have to physically unplug the phone. This is a special phone system that he's on right now. Sir, go over that, and then let's talk about the fatigued leg. That came out in the news, a leg they can never identify with a body in 1995. Go ahead.
Well, I'll first talk about the people here who are on special administrative measures, which was enacted by an act of Congress where people sentenced or awaiting trial could be held in special confinement where they're isolated without any access to the phone, correspondence, or anyone else. They're just totally isolated. And we have 3 of those people here on death row in a different part of the building where we never see them and they never see us.
So it's a dungeon. You just disappear, and that's what this new national law will do to everybody. Go ahead.
Well, you know, they've had some of those people here for 3 years. And the thing I wanted to talk about, McVeigh told us that there was a man that he called Poindexter who actually helped him put together the bomb, who actually made the bomb in the warehouse in Oklahoma City. And that after the bomb was completed, when the major and one of his associates came to the warehouse where McVeigh and Poindexter still were to look over the bomb before the next morning. This happened the late evening of April 18th, 1995, that Poindexter had his throat slit and was killed and thrown into the back of the truck, and then the locks placed on the Ryder truck. And that when he was somewhat taken aback by what had just happened, and the major told him that, hey, that he wasn't one of us, meaning military, and therefore he couldn't be trusted. And he was put in the bomb. Once the bomb exploded and all the havoc and all the death and mayhem, when the medical examiner's office was finished identifying people, and there was an extra leg, and the extra leg was found. It was attired in military fatigues and a combat boot, and that leg has never been identified to this day. I believe that's a big lead. McVeigh kind of laughed on a couple of times and said, look, all they have to do is run a DNA test. It's going to be in the military database or the CIA database of their agents or of military personnel. I don't know that is the case. But
no, it is. Everybody 37 and younger is in a CIA Pentagon database. That's now mainstream news. Blood's taken at birth. Everybody 37, now 38 or younger is in the database, born in a hospital. Told people this 14 years ago, now declassified. And, of course, the FBI, CIA, Pentagon all have access to the troops' blood as well. They also use it to frame people. But go ahead.
Well, there was testimony at Terry Nichols' trial and at McVeigh's trial about this extra leg, and the medical examiner, Dr. Fred B. Jordan, he was the medical examiner at the time in Oklahoma City. He said that, yes, we have this extra leg and no one has come to claim it. There was further testimony from experts who involved in bombings in England who testified that in all the bombing cases they were always, someone came, if there was an extra body part, someone always came to identify the victims of the explosives. And so this is a clue. The leg and other body parts were actually buried in a grave close to the state capitol building in Oklahoma City. But Dr. Jordan testified that he could not identify this individual's, whoever the owner of the leg was, through DNA.
Stay there. Got a break. 1 minute. 1 minute. Final 5 minutes from death row. Straight ahead.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
In March, Alex Jones announced that eFoods Direct was putting together a high-volume, pre-production order of the new Quick Fix meals. By waiting for production and shipping of their orders, families were able to receive one free item for every 3 that they bought. Since the final shutdown of this buy 3, get 1 free program, we've had a lot of folks calling, disappointed that they missed the order deadline. Listen carefully. Starting immediately, eFoodsDirect.com will take pre-production orders for a buy 3, get 1 free program for 1 week ending May 14th at midnight. You will receive 1 free item for every 3 that you order of the selected products. These orders will begin shipping the first week of June. To order on the web, eFoodsDirect.com/Alex or call 800-409-5633. That's eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. 800-409-5633. Again, that's eFoodsDirect.com/Alex. 800-409-5633.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
We have liberty and freedom because our ancestors would stand up against corruption. That's why we have private property, Second Amendment. If we don't have courage and stand up against evil men and murderous, dangerous groups, then the sky's the limit. We cannot capitulate. And it's dangerous for me to be talking about this. It's dangerous for everybody involved. It's just horrible. Bob Chapman's coming up on the economy. We have no future unless we just stand up and tell the truth. And that's why I feel good about what I've done and everything that David Paul Hammer on death row with McVeigh for many, many years. On record, he was with him, did talk to him. That's, even in the LA Times, other publications. And everything he said about the case is on record from other people. In the last 4 minutes we've got left, sir, you've got the floor, final comments, because you haven't been live on the media in 11 years. And they're planning to execute you very soon. And they told you they wouldn't execute you if you wouldn't write the book. So in the last 4 minutes, closing comments for the audience.
Well, I would ask your audience, not to discredit what I'm saying just because of where I am and my situation. This is far more important. This is not about me. It's not even about Timothy McVeigh anymore. It's about the government, and it's about those who are still out there, terrorists, who helped plan and carry out the Oklahoma City bombing. They have not been brought to justice. They're there, and not only have they not been brought to justice for the Oklahoma City bombing, but they haven't been brought to justice for killing Kenneth Trinidad, mistakenly thinking that he was part of the bombing plot. The government, lawyers have oftentimes claim when they're presenting an inmate witness or an informant or someone to the jury in their cases, we don't pick our jury, we don't pick our witnesses. Well, this just happened. I'm on death row. I'm speaking. I'm saying what McVeigh told me. I want to make something perfectly clear. I'm not vouching for the veracity of what McVeigh told me. what I am vouching for is the veracity of what we've been able to substantiate through thousands of pages of documents. I want to bring up a couple other quick points. Jesse Trinidad has filed numerous freedom of information suits, and recently two things has really kind of stricken me, and that's the fact that the government doesn't want to turn over video that's taken outside the Merrill building on April 19th, and they don't want to turn over an unredacted copy of the Charlie Hanger video taken from the dash